All right, we're here with Coach Jeff Johnson and Athletic Director Jeff Johnson. How you doing, Coach?
Good, Brian. How are you?
Fantastic. We want to talk about baseball today, and I'd like to start out with some of our alumni that are in the pros. Tell us who's left. We're coming down to the end of the regular season, and we're getting into the postseason, and it looks like we got about 3 guys who might see some action in the postseason.
Yeah, the Braves have played really well this year with a young team, and they're very talented. And we have Tyler Flowers, who's starting catcher there, and him and Suzuki, they kind of share the role a little bit.
Right.
But Tyler's had a really good year as well. And Adam Duvall got traded from the Reds to the Braves, toward the end of the season, in the trading deadline. So we got those 2 guys with the Braves, and excited about how they've been playing, and
Right.
really seem to have the it factor.
Yeah, this is the first time the Bravos have been good in a long time.
It's been a while for them, and then Andrew Tolles, he's back with the Dodgers here for the playoff roster, and hopefully he'll get back in the lineup and get going as well.
Has he had some injury issues this year?
Early in the year he had injury issues and was out for most of the year. Then he came up to the bigs, did pretty well. They sent him back to AAA, and now he's back up for the playoffs.
Okay, all right. What about some of the guys from last year's squad that got drafted and the year before? Did any of them get close this year?
They've had good years. Chima, Jose Caballero.
Yeah.
I call him Chima so much it's kind of hard to remember his real name sometimes. But Jose had a really good year with the Diamondbacks, and he moved up to A-ball from the lower A to the mid-A level with them. Had a good year, hit over 300 for the year, and did really well. Ronaldo Rivera's had a good year as well. Probably not quite the numbers average-wise, but he's really turning some heads with that big body.
Yeah.
Evan Steele's a guy who's had a little issue. Finally had a little surgery on his arm to clean him up a little bit. So I think he'll be ready to roll from here on out. And Bowden Francis had a good year. Bowden got moved up as well, up another level. And you start thinking, I'm trying to now if we can forget somebody, we'll run back to them. But all the guys seem to have had good years. And doing well. Great.
Well, let's talk about what's going on here with this year's baseball team. We're the 2-time defending national champs. How's the squad looking this fall?
It's a new group, Brian. We've only got 4 or 5 guys back this time, and it's your growing pains like you always have with a bunch of young puppies. And we're excited about the team. The kids have had good attitude so far, and we just got a lot of development to do, and just learning how to play the game correctly, and hopefully, they've got the will to win and the other things it takes to be trustworthy and things it takes to be successful at the end. But, just pitching wise, I think we got to really grow there on the mound. Our infield defense is probably the strength of this team. Had a couple of guys out, here early and with that, but hopefully we can get those guys back in there and then we just got to grow offensively, and just understand things you got to do to be successful to play.
Right. So it's a long season, and hopefully we'll be playing next May or June, and so if we can just improve from now till then.
Yeah, I tell everybody, they ask how we're going to be, and I say I'll tell you about the end of April. And we'll figure it out then. But hopefully this group will grow. I think we got the potential to have a good club. How good that club is, we'll see, toward the end of April, middle of March, April, and when the conference season starts happening. But, so far so good.
Okay. We got one more chance to see the Indians in action this fall on the home turf, right? In October.
Yeah.
What is that? What's the name of that team? Coastal
Alabama.
Coastal Alabama. Yeah. And we're playing them 2 times.
It's old Alabama Southern from Monroeville, and they're coming over to play us later on, I guess in October in our fall, and so it'll be a chance to get out and watch the guys. Hopefully we'll have made some more strides by that time. It's been I tell you what, with the weather, it seems like it's been the rainiest fall that we've had.
Absolutely.
And, don't want to complain about the grass growing pretty good and everything looking pretty
great.
It
looks great.
It's been a rainy fall, and we've been rained out. Thank goodness we got our indoor facility where we can get some work done in that. But hopefully the weather clears here and the fall comes in here pretty quick and the weather cools off a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move over to the athletic director part of your job, and how do you feel about the overall program? Everybody settling in with the fall here and going well?
Feeling good about our programs. Just looking at it with returners and all that. I think Coach Franklin's club, is the women's basketball team's got a good core group coming back. I think he's picked up some pieces and some parts that they need to pick up. I think they're doing well. Very happy with what Brendan's done with our men's club, and They got some guys who have been nicked and banged up, and
Yeah.
I think he's trying to get enough to have a workout every once
Yeah.
in a while in
Right.
there.
Play
So,
5-on-5.
You know, and you get 5-on-5 going or whatever, and so proud of what he's doing and everything that's going on there in direction of that program. Our softball team, Coach Hendricks is they look to have another reloaded up, have
Yeah.
a good club
Oh my
again.
gosh,
And
they're fantastic.
then Rants with our cross country, we're trying to get that rolling
Yeah.
again. We kind of
Yeah.
had a little in between of what we're doing there as
Right.
far as different things with our cross country, but we got that going again. Hopefully
Good.
keep building on that as well.
Good.
And then the baseball end of it, as we talked about, we got to grow a lot.
Right,
We gotta grow
right.
a lot.
Okay. Now we always like to mention the Appreciation Club, because fundraising is a big part of this program. It takes a pile of money to keep baseballs and umpires and buses and hamburgers in everybody's mouth. I mean, what can somebody do? What can a fan do if they're interested in helping us out here?
Well, our Appreciation Club, Chipola Appreciation Club, is our fundraising branch, and you can go online, chipola.edu, go to the athletics website, which is easier, probably go to chipolaathletics.com. You can click on the fundraising bar up there, go there, and you can, with a credit card, you can join our club. It gets you tickets to all of our ball games, all of our events. You get in free for that. Our basketball events, we have our Appreciation Club room to where we have food and stuff during the conference games, especially. We do it in some of the non-conference as well.
Right.
Or contact myself or Natalie Foley here at Chipola, and we'll get you put in the right direction. There's all kind of different levels of the Appreciation Club. We go from $250 the basic membership to $2,500 corporate membership. And if anybody wants to go bigger than that, we'll figure out somebody
Right.
to do
And
that
there's
as
some
well.
in between places in there if you want to.
It goes $250. It goes up to $1,250, then $2,500 for
Okay.
corporates.
All right. And that's a great opportunity for companies to get their name out and be seen.
No doubt.
and-
Advertisement wise, we got a lot of different things. We put some signage on Highway 90, the billboards there. We run your picture and your cards and stuff at our basketball, baseball games. Mention your names. All kind of our brochures and everything else.
Right.
You get the advertisement in
Right.
that as well.
Okay.
And we're doing a little bit different too this year. We're doing a lot more online streaming to where we get a lot more information out about you as well.
Okay,
there.
yeah, and we've got Eric Dove who took over for Royce and doing a great job with
doubt.
getting videos out about all of our programs and streaming the games and as we know, everybody walks around with their phone in their hand and they want to be able to see what
No
we're
doubt. I'm
doing.
just proud of what we've done. Eric's helped us do as far as moving
Yeah.
forward with our TV and our production of what's going on there, and being able to get it out to our alumni base.
Right.
And I think that's a key to us growing our booster clubs, our alumni base, and
Right.
everything else is being able to people that have played and gone to school here being able to watch and see what's going on.
Okay.
We're thankful for that.
Now I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you mentioned alumni. Do you remember when the baseball alumni thing is set for?
Our alumni weekend will be the first weekend the last weekend in January.
The last weekend in January.
No, I messed that one up.
Okay.
Right.
Oh.
It's the first weekend of February.
First
I think
weekend
it's
in
I think
February.
it's the 2nd of February.
Okay, the 2nd of February. And I think homecoming for
It's the
basketball
same
is right around the same weekend.
We're going to do our alumni event on Friday
On
night,
Friday.
and then the basketball game and the alumni. Homecoming game is Saturday night.
Okay, so the first Friday in February,
Yeah.
baseball alumni will have the usual home run derby.
Well,
Probably do the
that'll
softball.
be our banquet and everything on
Yeah,
Friday
on Friday
night.
night.
Then on Saturday we'll do our home
We'll
run
have a
derby and all
game.
of our
We'll have
stuff.
home run derby and maybe the softball game
Yeah,
again.
yeah, and that'll coincide with our basketball game that night. So
Yeah.
it'll be a big
Okay,
Saturday.
yeah. So
Big
mark that
weekend.
on your calendars. A lot of big stuff the first weekend in February. Homecoming
first and
and
second, I
and
think it is.
baseball alumni. Yeah. Okay, Coach. Anything else we need to talk about today?
I think that's it, Brian. Thank you guys for coming in.
Okay. Good luck this season.
Take care.